Bernie, as we head into the summer months, more and more families will be heading to the beaches on every coast. And if you're planning your trip to the coast, we want you to be prepared. Spokesperson for the American Lifeguard Association, Wyatt Werneth, joins us from Cocoa Beach to help us do that. And Wyatt, in 2023, Florida was named the shark attack capital of the world. And just over the past weekend, we saw multiple attacks along the panhandle. So what do beachgoers need to know to stay safe in the water?
Well, let me tell you what we just found out is top 10 dangerous beaches in America. Florida has 3 of them.
Wow.
So we are a hazard, and you have to know before you go is the most important thing. Check the AccuWeather, check the internet, find out where there are lifeguards. Swim in front of a lifeguard. Your chance of drowning in front of a lifeguard is 1 in 18 million, as well as lifeguards look out for the marine life. We have a flag system of warnings. And they are a lot of activity with the sharks this year for some reason. So we do have an advantage when you come to a lifeguarded area, and we can warn you of the dangers and get you out of the water and keep you safe.
And sharks aren't the only dangers in the water. What else should swimmers be prepared for this summer?
Well, there's a lot to unpack with that. Like I said, know before you go, find out where the lifeguards are, what's a good location that you're visiting so that it'll be safe. You need to pack accordingly, hydrate the night before, put sunblock on, put a water watcher in charge of your children or the people who can't swim in the family. Learn to swim, and then get out to the beach and look for that lifeguard. And then, keep an eye on the weather, keep an eye on your family members, and look out for rip currents. Those are one of our biggest ones we have to warn people about. And we have a thing here that you can start on the beach. Where there's a dip, there's a rip. So you can always find yourself in a safer spot by staying away from that dip. But always swim in front of that lifeguard. That's going to be your best bet.
Where there's a dip, there's a rip. I love that. Don't mind if I do use that this summer season. It was just back in March you joined us to discuss recruitment and filling the guard chairs and stands for the summer. Can you give us an update on any kind of the staffing?
Well, I'm happy to report that we don't have the crisis we had a few years ago. The different agencies are getting creative and offering incentives to bring people out. There's sign-on bonuses. I've seen it up to like $1,000. The most important thing is they're paying more. They're having competitive wages. They're also waiving some of the fees when it comes to the training, because a lot of lifeguards have to pay for their training before they get the job. So a lot of those things are working. But there's a bigger problem, and that is that lifeguards are only thought about once a year. And we need to be a professional organization of 911 EMS responders, just like fire, police, and your hospital ambulances. The thing is, we actually have a superpower as lifeguards to prevent people before they get into danger, where the other EMS officials are running 911s. So we're very valuable, but I think we're only looked at once a year during the summertime, where people are getting into the water and the waterways year-round in America. So we need to really take a deep look at that.
Yeah, well, we appreciate all your service. And National Spokesperson for the American Lifeguard Association, Wyatt Werneth, thanks again so much for joining us here and keeping everyone safe on our beaches.
Thank you.